So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Indonesia.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield,
He rises! They want to be quick to recover this. He whips it across. Mateus receives it in a good position here. Could move up a gear here. Dink through. Bale.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
What's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true, just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
Cruyff. Adriano. He's tried one! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Schmeichel herring after the ball here. And they can counter here. Hazard going full tilt down the left. And here's Drogba. He's Drogba! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, super. And Cruyff! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Cruyff clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Manchester United with the corner, there first. And it's been taken short. And here's Bale. Goes for goal! Decent enough try.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Koeman gets across to intercept that. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Adriano! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Pinches it off him. And that has sent him sprawling. Indonesia have the chance to go the other way. Foot in. Mateus. And the counter is on. Looking for options for movement. And the finish! That is special! Gareth Bale! About as smooth as it gets. Manchester United take the lead. What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Crosses it in. Oh, well played. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. A header! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Indonesia have their second corner now. Donadoni plays it short. Goes for a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
And it's Drogba. Drogba constantly looking for the ball into the box.
Indonesia really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And this is Bale.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Nice interception, well timed.
Bale really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And here's Rafinha. Well, played right into his path. Tries a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Belletti. And that's been intercepted, and it's been played through. Cruyff. Cruyff showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That has not gone well. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Drogba. Rijkaard. Davids. Now it's Bale. Cruyff. And he's been shifted off it. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Mateus. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. That's well blocked, and back out it comes. Donadoni. Bale.
2 added minutes has been
Tunisia
indicated.
are looking to break at pace. And here's Bale. Knocks it out wide. That's Rijkaard. And it's Bale. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Belletti. Knocks it into space. Adams clears. Bale. Aims beyond the defence. Well read, and the danger is averted. Indonesia still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Can he get it through? Spread neatly. Header! They've scored! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Up he goes! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Manchester
Number
United
26,
choosing to make the first change.
Number 13, Adriano. Coming on the field, number 7,
Donadoni tries to pass it through. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Belletti. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Oh, that's clever. That's the keeper's ball. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Back into the middle.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of...
There's the header! Rijkaard with the slide tackle there. And here's Batistuta. That's a cute ball. It's a promising position. Cross in. Chiellini is there, and he can get that clear. Good read, needed to be. That's an imaginative pass. That has been cut short. That is lovely. It is a corner.
Substitution.
So, third corner of the game. That should get the job done. Nice looking ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Produces a cross. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Gets a good foot in there. Thinks about the shot. And Batistuta! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Nicely spread. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Played out towards the right wing. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, such a clever touch. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
And this is big chance! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Well read, nice interception. Can he get on the end of this? Rijkaard. Into the last 5 minutes. Now it's come to nothing.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. Rafinha. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. The ball's gone astray. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Beckham. And it's Rijkaard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He is through here. Ball comes in. And he's there to clear it. Gakpo. Now it's Bale. Great vision. Gakpo. Bale. Gakpo. Good ball, good take. And he's gone back. And he's had a hit! And that is the last effort of the game. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, we're on the way. It is our understanding that they've gone with a 4-5-1.
Well, the lone striker has to be prepared to do some of the work himself, but essentially he needs 2 of the 3.
Big header! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Otegi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Yamal gets into some space, and it's played in. Van Dijk is there, and he can get that clear. Now it's Villa.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Chiellini playing game number 100 for his current employers.
Yeah, this is the first big landmark he'll hit, Peter, so I'm not sure he sees any real significance in it, but to me, it's a
great chance! He's delivered all right! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So, a breakthrough already. Belletti. And it's Van Dijk. Baresi. Van Dijk. To Chiellini. And they've switched it over to the other side.
They're well spotted.
Distributed tidily. Yamal. Kupchu. Good running, strong and purposeful. Lovely pass, but can he get that? David Villa! Oh, taken with style. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Kupchu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Azar. And the return pass. Ronaldinho, very much a man of this moment. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Donatoni. Looking for options for movement. They want to be quick to recover this. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Pedri is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Threads one in. Van Dijk cuts it out. Donatoni. Retegi, given the lift of his goal. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Ronaldinho.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Villa,
Looking for a runner.
Belletti. Yamal. And it's Pedri. Now it's Retegui. Rijkaard. Donatoni. Now it's Villa. Ronaldinho, who does have an assist to his name. Knocks it into space. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Yamal. And it's Ronaldinho.
1 minute added time.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Villa.
Well, that is one way to stop him. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Tries to play it through. Pinches it off him.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time.
So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. That has not gone well. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. He's going to be disappointed with that.
Bojan.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Kukçu. Belletti. That's good running with the ball. He's in a great...
Can he finish?
It's loose now and they want to get it back. Serginho. Now it's Hazard. And it's Ronaldinho. Tries a deft little ball.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Great defending, strong and determined.
Kukçu unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Great vision.
Kukçu. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Tchouaméni with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Belletti. Yamal. Adams. Tchouaméni. Belletti. Yamal. And Adams. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Serginho.
Hazard.
Dunk. Serginho.
Hazard.
And it's Ronaldinho. David Villa goes steaming forward. Now it's Donatoni.
That could spell trouble.
Belletti. Yamal. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Retegui. Played out to the left flank. Serginho. And it's Serginho. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Dunk. Belletti. Yamal. And it's Belletti. Now it's Pedri.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Tchouaméni wins the duel this time. Belletti. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Some really good ball movement. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he's straight offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 32, Lategi. Number 23, Yamal. Coming on the field, number 10, Bebeto. Number 18, Beckham. Substitution.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Into the last 5 minutes. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Dunk. Nicely weighted ball. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And he shoots! And he's gone looking for safety. Now it's Villa. Looking for the run. That is a great pick out. Big chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Villa really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
And that will be it. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Milan.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them. And his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
Sweeper, defensive midfield player.
Yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball being almost as important as what he did at the back.
David Villa is herring after that one. And it's Inzaghi. Spread it left. Tonali played out wide. Back into the middle. Zanetti. The keeper gets his hands on it. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Kante with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Costa Curta. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Indonesia do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Nice, a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Oh, good take in a good area. Donatoni. Rijkaard. Tonali. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Belletti. That's going right the way across. And the counter is on. Dink through. Leicester makes the interception. It is a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Henderson can get it clear. He's tried one! Milan have the chance to go the other way. And it's Tonali. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Almost half an hour in now. Looking tidy in possession here, looking for the run. That is a brilliant interception. David Villa. He's a sharp little ball here. David Villa. Oh, that was vital. Conte. Milan have got it back and they'll have another go. Antonetti. He's in a great position here. Oh, well played, well played. Conte. Oh, they can break here. And it's Xabi Alonso. Jordan Henderson. Antonetti. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Henderson. Tonali, nicely spread. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And it's Henderson. And he's cut it out. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Villa. And it's gone back to the keeper. Pickford, dominant, commanding, a true colossus between the posts.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Conte. Xabi Alonso. Del Piero. Now it's Inzaghi. There's the whistle for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Reflections on the first half?
Solid. Very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And we are already, that could spell trouble. Beckham. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Tonali. Shifted it to the flank. Conte. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They've got to make this nice and quick.
David Villa. The ball has bounced loose now. No, that's been intercepted. Jordan Henderson. And it's Xabi Alonso. Costa Curta. Xabi Alonso. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Rijkaard. To Beckham. Searching pass he's played there. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Diving header! Oh, split-second reaction.
Donadoni clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Del Piero.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Rijkaard. Distributed tidily. Now it's Inzaghi. Can he get on the end of this? Conte. He's shifting through the gears here. Not the most convincing of passes. And he's quick to get it clear again. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Donadoni.
Milan can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
He is through here. Now the cross.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Inzaghi, and there's his chance to lead the counter. Can he get it through? Nicely weighted ball. Oh, played right into his path. That's really well cleared.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, that's well spotted. Jordan Henderson. And the pass is intercepted. Belletti. Beckham. Kante gets across and deals with it. And it's Tonali. Beckham. Passing is crisp and sharp. Another chance from a corner.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 6, striker. Coming on the field is number 17, Joelinton.
This is their second corner of the game.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Just eases him off the ball. Jordan Henderson. That has been slung wide. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
There will be 1 minute.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Conte. Good driving run. And there goes the final whistle. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And already we're underway here. The lineup we have suggests it's going to be a 4-5-1 formation, Jim.
Well, if you want to secure a clean sheet, Peter, this is a very good way of going about it. It adds discipline and lends a stubbornness to that midfield, which can stifle opposition attempts to play through, and it takes a lot of pressure off your defence, of course. Forces longer passes through the aerial route. So, all things considered, that extra layer across midfield is highly, highly effective.
Knocks it into space. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And there's his chance to lead the counter. That looks a cracking ball. Nice bit of trickery. He is through here. Oh, what a climb! Just off target.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
And it's Fletcher. Adams cuts out the pass. Neymar. Now it's Villa. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Cantona. He's a sharp little ball here. A lot of space ahead of him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
No, that's been intercepted. He is just caressing the ball. And it's Fletcher. Manchester United finding their passing. Goes for a shot! The interplay was really good, but that's where it stops.
Lam really did pass up on a good opportunity then, but some of the build-up play was absolutely majestic.
Indonesia are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Belletti. Nicely weighted ball.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
And that is a little undercooked. Ferdinand calmly anticipates. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And it's Bojan. David Villa. That's been cut out, well played. Shifted upfield. Beckham. In by Bojan. Big header! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Not the most accurate pass. Cantona. Mbappe.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Belletti. Bojan. Indonesia are looking to break at pace. Oh, nicely intercepted. Threads one in.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Darren Fletcher conjures time and space where few can. Beckham. And it's Belletti. Oh, this looks sharp. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Cantona. And now the breakaway. Tries to pass it through. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's Donadoni. It's not an especially good pass.
And another try! He's scored! Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
The goal scorer for Indonesia after 39 minutes is number
Indonesia
19,
have fired themselves in front.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
He's shifting through the gears here. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Lahm unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pirlo. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Delicate ball, and it needs chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And he welcomes it in. Shoots! No mistake! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to...
And the first half is done. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
We are glad to inform you that today's match day programs are available from stands located by the gates. I'm sure they will make fine souvenirs. Substitution for Manchester United.
Indonesia get the second half going.
Coming on the field is number 14, Gullit.
That pass isn't the best. Now he's got space here. Oh, that's clever. Schmeichel gets his... There could be trouble here. Can he finish? Goal! Manchester United! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Well, this is what... Can he finish? Oh, it's come off the upright. Bojan. Neymar. Van Dijk. Now it's Donatoni. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Probing pass. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Chiellini gets over and intercepts. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Cantona is onto this. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Darren Fletcher, and here's Cantona. That's a cute ball. Pirlo. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, important interception. Played into space, and he was quick to react. And it's Bojan, and he plays one through. Neymar takes the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Oh, that's a key interception. Bojan. Belletti. Donatoni. Indonesia disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. That's been slipped through. He can get that clear. And it's Fletcher. Van Dijk.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now that looks a decent ball. He's going for goal! And again the keeper stands strong. Neymar, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Cantona was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Bojan. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Bojan Kurkic gets into some space. And they can counter here. Chips it through. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Thuram spots it and intercepts. Pass somewhat off target. Indonesia are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
In with the challenge, and this is Neymar.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, no half measures from here.
Pirlo. Well, played right into his path. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And the referee's come over. It's a red card. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort, but do hope it's nothing serious. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Well, he had a decision to make, Peter, and it's worked out badly.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 21, Mbappe. Number 18, Rooney. Number 8, Pirlo.
Pullet, ready to try
Coming
one.
on the field, number 19, Pele.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Kane. Number 20, Mateus. Substitutions taking place.
Mateus, always on the lookout for any signs of danger.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Good running, strong and purposeful, and it's made its way to him. Kane. Lovely pass, but can he get that? Oh, shooting chance! And it's in! And there we have it, the two. And that is that. Indonesia played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
And the pass is intercepted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Mbappe!
No, he's not getting past him there. Yamal. Caicedo.
And here's Raul. Donatoni. Fair to say, I think a cautious start from both teams. And here's Mbappe. Drogba. And Donatoni. And it's Rijkaard. And it's Belletti. He's a sharp little ball here. Rijkaard. Mateus. Now it's Villa. David Villa! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Raul tries to clear. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And now they can spring out of defence. Still goalless. David Villa. Donatoni.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Floated through. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Mateus. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Villa. Can he get it through?
And there's green grass ahead of it.
It's Drogba! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Caicedo. And Donatoni. That is good alertness. Donatoni. Yamal. Raul in the hunt and looking threatening. He's found a way through. Oh, well played, well played. Rafinha. Now it's Drogba. Now, what about a counter-attack? Nicely worked. Caicedo.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Scalvini. And here's Mbappe.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Now it's Mbappe. He's having a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Indonesia are looking to go forward now. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's managed to gift it back. Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press. Donadoni carries the ball down the right. No, that's been intercepted. Mateus. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Mbappe. Rafinha. And it's Drogba. Jordan Henderson. Now Howson. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Played into space. Chiellini gets over and intercepts. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Just a quick announcement. It is now
Reached the
time for our
halfway point,
special one
and
rating.
neither side
Please grab
have
the
yet
tickets
been
you
able
were
to
given
force
when
the
you walk in
issue.
through the
It's
gates.
0-0.
Substitution on the field. Number 15, Mbappe.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Number 5.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Caicedo. Coming on the field. Number 19.
Francisco Conceição.
Number 8.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Number 11, Edson Alvarez.
Yamal. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And the counter is on. Rafinha. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Drogba. Chiellini does well to get it back. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Nice-looking ball. Martinez with the clearance. Indonesia have got it back, and they'll have another go. Looking for the run. Real chance! It's there! There is the breakthrough! That was easy, almost too easy.
Villa really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
The attendance
Francisco
for this match was
Conceição.
29,950.
Probing pass. No, that was never going to make it.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Rafinha. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Substitution in progress.
There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Wonderful save by Martinez. And he can clear it away. Indonesia perhaps contemplating their next change here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Tries the cross. And he's heaved it away. That's an imaginative pass. That's beautifully weighted.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's chosen to go back. He's in a good position here. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Oh, nicely intercepted. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score.
Nakhon Ratchasima really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Can he get onto this? And the keeper gets his hands on it. No, again there's no way through. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Now, can they get him away? Has crossed into the middle. And that has been knocked clear. 1-0 as we head towards the end. That's a cute ball. And he's intervened well there.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly. Indonesia really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Now he's got space here. David Villa! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Oh, easy pickings there. The referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Rijkaard. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So that's got things underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, I've always been impressed with how this guy, Szoboszlai, has been able to combine physicality and the finesse he can also add to his game, Peter. He makes good use of his strength when receiving the ball in tight areas, and he has that trickery and athleticism to beat people, and a spring in his step, always a spring.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Thuram. Now, what about this cross? That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. That is a great pick out. Just the goal, takes a shot! There it is!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Indonesia are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So, a breakthrough already. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Searching pass he's played there. Lovely. David Villa! No, it just wouldn't sit for him.
That's unlucky. The idea was really smart for me, and he's had a good go at it.
Indonesia with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He's had a shot! Decent enough try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Stood up well to him there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Donadoni, Drogba, and he's there to clear it. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Belletti. So just a one early goal to report so far. One, he's tried one! He's gone for goal! Tried the volley, but no.
Well, I think his mind was made up the way that ball arrived, and I certainly admire his willingness to hit the volley.
Corner number 2 then. And a chance! And now a sudden chance to counter. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, that's fabulous. Ronaldinho tries to cross. Adams getting this one clear. Donadoni. Ambitious ball here. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Ronaldinho. And here's Szoboszlai. Has a shot! What a save from Peter Schmeichel! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Szoboszlai clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And the finish! Rijkaard clears it away. Indonesia have the chance to go the other way. And it's ended up in no man's land. Pedri. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Parma have their second corner now. And a shot! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Played back in. Maldini providing an outlet on that flank. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Not the most convincing of passes. Drogba chasing after it.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And here's Soboslai, swept in. And that's the keeper's ball. So what can they make of this? Baresi cuts out the pass. Soboslai has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Can he get on the end of this? Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Schmeichel clears. And it's Pedri. And this is Hullet. That's tidy. Knocks it into space. Great vision.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, he's been flattened there. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Hullet gets into some space.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Donatoni. But they've got it again. David Villa. Pedri. Soboslai. Hullet. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
And now,
so your views on the first half?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Indonesia having to have the lead in a title. Ronaldinho! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Ronaldinho actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 3 coming up. Shapes to shoot! And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Hullet. Tries to play it through. That's an excellent intercept. That could spell trouble. Chris tries a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Oh, sweet feet. Rijkaard. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Well, plenty of early set pieces here.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Threads one in. Pedri, a player who needs no introduction. Indonesia just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of...
Szoboszlai! Superb from Szoboszlai! A finish right from the top draw. Parma are back in business. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Rodri. Now that is a little undercooked. Can he get it through?
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
He's having a go! Now there's a fine ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Szoboszlai. He's a sharp little ball here. Goes for a shot! And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Donatoni.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's shifting through the gears here. Lofted in. He gets it in! And again they hit the front. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. And he's had a hit. Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And he plays one through. Donatoni. Baresi, a man never lacking in drive or determination. It's Belletti. And the through ball. It's a promising position. Lovely bit of skill. Hangs one. Big header! And that would have been game, set and match.
Villa has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Parma are looking to break at pace. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And this is Ronaldinho. And he decides to cross it.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Belletti. Yamal. He's on it. Can he get away? Shot could be on. Real chance! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
So, third corner of the game.
Donadoni coming on the field. Number 14, number 4, Jolinton.
And the volley. Now, and another try! Sticks it away! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability
to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Indonesia take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off.
Great chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And with that, he takes home the match ball. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.
After 87 minutes.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
David Villa. Substitution.
So now the difference is 3. He's got away. And he's quick to snatch it back. And the shot! Really well taken goal. Over the hills and far away. No catching them now. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And that's gone loose.
Added minutes has been indicated.
David Villa. Rafinha. Rafinha! He's got a goal! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Rafinha. Substitution for Indonesia. Number 10, Didier Drogba. Coming on the field is number 17.
It's become a case of men against boys. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Chance! You've got to be quick to recover this. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And time is up. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
Well, we're on the way.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
And what's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true. Just another level of his expertise.
Donadoni! And he's done it!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
And Batistuta! They want to be quick to recover this.
Batistuta really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Thuram. And this is Batistuta. And he's felt Batistuta! Now the ball in. That's a decent clearance. Now he's got space here. Great defending, strong and determined. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Thuram. Nedved. And this is Nedved. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Rijkaard. Now it's Drogba. Donadoni. Rafinha. He's tried one! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Indonesia with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Shapes to shoot! It's their second corner of the game. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Rijkaard gets a foot in here. And it's Nedved. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Cross goes in there. Great chance! It's there! Estoril back on level terms. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, and the shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Thuram, distributed tidily. Gets into some space. It's a mighty effort. That's another chance. Goal! Estoril! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
Estoril take the lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And the counter is on.
Puyol going full tilt down the left. In with the challenge. Rafinha. Can he spark a counter here? No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Donadoni receives it in a wide position. Stood up well to him there. Aimed beyond the defence. Could move up a gear here. Looking for the run. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
Thuram really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Taken back almost at once. Tries from distance. That's got him rattled. DiMarco, nicely weighted ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shot a goal! And yes, it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay.
He's got full! That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And we've reached half-time. That gets things going for the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it.
Terrific header, and it's come back out to him. Relentless, just relentless. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Estoril grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Good ball, good take. It's Drogba! Great strike. A test for the keeper.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
It's bounced back off the post. This looks promising. Shoots! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Indonesia get their 4th corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's Belletti. Now, this could be a chance. Estoril are looking to go forward now. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Batistuta is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Batistuta. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And the finish! Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. DiMarco. And the through ball. He is through here. An uncompromising challenge.
a sudden chance to counter. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Gerrard. Some really good ball movement, and he's worked it through.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Now the delivery. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Drogba. Chance here to counter. And he's managed to get free. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Fired deep towards the back post. Rijkaard. Can he latch on to this? That's a shade optimistic. 75 minutes played. Belletti tries to play it through. Nedved gets into a good position. Looking for options for movement. And it's Nedved, out towards the flank. Ball driven towards the far post. Now there's a fine ball. Always got a sight of goal. Chance for a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And again! Well, now it's a race for the ball. DiMarco kept his eye on it, and he's there. Great vision. And it's been played. Drogba! Rijkaard. Gerrard. Estoril looking to pass their way through. And he's on his way! And this is Nedved. Tries a shot! It's in! Yet another goal in an awesome performance! They are in complete charge! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game...
Has a shot!
Number 8.
Pulled out the best in the keeper.
Coming on the field, number 9, Bayern. Number 4, Johnson.
They're up to 5 corners now.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 10, Didier Drogba. Coming on the field is
Estoril
number 17,
has the chance to go the other way. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, they are now a 9-man team.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
This might spell danger. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Indonesia really could have done without this. The chance to pull further clear. You like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Estoril are having a ball here.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. Oh, shooting chance! The whistle has gone, and it is all over. A game that is a tale of one that got away.
A position of great promise.